Hey everybody, welcome to Nexus at Night, your weekly Vanguard broadcast. I'm Atlas,
I'm Matt.
I'm root beer.
and we're pissed off again.
Why? I'm not pissed off at all. What are people pissed off about?
Yeah. So like yesterday, Yu-Gi-Oh had posted its new policy changes that have been pretty unpopular with a lot of players. And Bushiroad saw this happening and decided, hey, wait a minute, we're supposed to be the worst TCG company. So they also released updated rules for.
I do want to mention one thing.
Mm-hmm.
So before you tell me what Bushiroad did, because I have no idea what Bushiroad did, I just want to comment on the double loss thing for Yu-Gi-Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I do think double loss is better than having weird tiebreakers. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you why.
Okay.
The reason for this is because weird tiebreakers can actually incentivize slow play.
Mm-hmm.
Explain.
Because, let's say that that in time, whoever gains life points first wins, or loses life points first loses.
Yeah.
Then you can play for a situation where all I have to do is now deal 800 damage to you.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Cowboy for game.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like stuff like that means that people will play for that. Which is what they want to avoid. This is the reason this kinds of change get made. I prefer that a draw is just a draw. Personally speaking, the game has to end at the end of some number of turns, like Magic does it. But instead of having tiebreakers like the Yu-Gi-Oh had previously, I think a double loss is going to force people to actually end the game.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, though, you had people kind of gaming out how to make it the worst for both people.
100%. That will happen. That will happen.
Yeah.
People will do that with a draw as well. People will do that with a draw as well.
Hey, Adrian. Good to see you.
Hey, what's up, Adrian? Yeah, people will do that with a draw as well. But I think given how the weird tiebreakers are actually gamed, a double loss is worse to actually game than actually just winning a round because you gamed the tiebreaker.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? They're getting way less by doing
True. I thought it was at least a little interesting where you there was some skill and deck building to it, depending.
But it's not really a skill, right? You're just putting a card in the deck.
Yeah.
It's not a skill. You're just saying, oh yeah, you play this to win the game in time.
I put this Skullmark Ladybug.
But really what ends up happening is game one takes a while, and you're like, okay, I'm just gonna slow play this shit. If I lose game two, whatever, I just try to win game three. And it with by dealing 200 damage to my opponent. It's dumb. It's it's probably the worst. Those kind of tiebreakers I think are really bad. And there's a reason Magic doesn't even consider life points or anything. They don't saw
Bushi is trying to copy Konami's homework.
Well, Bushiroad already did double loss.
Yeah, Konami
already did double
Bushiroad's homework. Yeah. I was on the various the Yu-Gi-Oh subreddit and stuff, and kind of being welcome to the party, because that's kind of what this is for Vanguard, and we're not happy about it, but I think based on noticing Bushiroad doing the way it's designing cards and the way that their tournaments are being run, they're trying to incentivize games not going on too long. Yes. If there's anything Vanguard players do, it's go on too long. So
absolutely
they try and move the game in that direction. I think Konami is probably just trying to do the same thing.
Yeah.
To not take
and I will say our situation with the double loss has always been better than what Yu-Gi-Oh has had, because there isn't really a way for us to burn you for a minimal amount of damage to scum a win.
Yeah, like I said, I'd rather it just be an actual draw, where in Magic, a win is 3 points, a draw is 1 point, and a loss is 0. Where a draw is not even nearly as good as a win. It sometimes just acts as a loss a lot of the time, but there are situations where it is fine. I still think that incentivizes people to finish their games. But in a way where it doesn't feel like a double loss just feels really bad, I think. But
yeah,
like,
and I think like the threat of the double loss, I feel like will incentivize people to like scoop games they otherwise might have been able to win, which kind of sucks. Like you're just kind of incentivized to like play less.
Perhaps, but if you really felt that way, you could just
it
could just be a double loss, and if you really felt that way, but I think the real takeaway here is that people should be playing their games at a reasonable pace. Like, I think, like I have seen with my own eyes for Vanguard specifically, people take extraordinarily long amounts of time for decisions that should not take a long time.
Yeah.
He's been complaining about this since G era. Like,
yes,
I remember going to tournaments with him, and he was like complaining about this back then.
Look, it has been like 5 years of this. Like, why are we still doing this? You need.
Like, I managed to finish my games in 30 minutes playing Artisaria, a deck that is designed to play slowly.
Like, you should have like the mechanics of your deck should take no time. The guarding should be at least starting to be planned. Like, you can think during both players' turns. You don't need to think like
you don't need to be tracking their main phase and shit. There's no negates. Like start.
Like the only time the calculation really changes is like if your opponent gets triggers, and even then you should probably be able to account for that in like a couple minutes.
You know how these things are going to play out. I don't know. It's just like there was like one of the Bushiroad like online events or whatever, and like people just take like 12 years like guarding, and I'm just like, oh my god, you have one choice.
I wonder if it's this like either like a thing of showmanship, or they're trying to be like, I'm very smart.
If it's showmanship, they deserve a penalty.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
That's slow
like
play.
It's either that, or they're trying to like delude themselves, where they're like, can I make it through this? And then like you do the thing where you go like try and look at it from every possible angle. I'm like, this isn't fucking Jimmy Neutron. We don't have time.
Yeah, like make a decision.
Like, yeah.
And it was like a situation where they had like 5 cards in hand or something. So like it was really like do you have a PG or not? Like, and they just took like it was like a solid 5 or 6 minutes thinking on this like one guard step. And you're just
we're complaining again. That's what we're doing.
Like, why are you taking this long? It should be very straightforward. You have to guard it. So guard it or take it.
Yeah. Or even like, I'm pretty good at keeping track of my heals. Like, how many heals have I seen over the course of the game? And like, has my OT been guarded with, or if it's
okay? I have a question.
Used already?
And this is why this is like, let's say you are taking a 6 damage.
Yeah.
And you have enough to guard. But maybe barely, maybe not, right?
Yeah.
Is your decision to guard changing whether you have 4 heals in deck or 2 heals in deck?
No, it's usually
the question doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, no, it's more the thing where like some guy goes, like really slowly turns it over. I'm like, motherfucker, I see all 4 of them. I know they're out. Just there's the 6th one. Let's go.
Yeah. Like the only time you should really be asking for a trigger count is like you're considering taking a swing and you just want to know like how likely you are to get crit.
Yeah, or like a 1 to pass, right? Where you're like, can I do this 1 to pass? How many triggers are out of the deck? That's understandable. That I get.
And even that shouldn't take that. Like that calculus shouldn't take that long. Like you should already be considering that question by the time your opponent goes to their battle phase.
I'm also gonna borrow the
damage done
for 1 second because I love this particular soapbox.
I love when he gets like this.
Another time wasting mechanism that has been plaguing card games for decades, really. The pile shuffle. Sorry, the pile sort. Calling it a shuffle is doing the word shuffle a disservice.
The pile counting,
because this pile counting does no randomization whatsoever. It is not a shuffle. And furthermore, the common defenses of things like pile counting are things like, oh, well, I like doing it. Okay, well, it's a waste of time, so this is effectively slow play to me. Number 1. 2, some people say, oh, well, I feel like I draw better when I do this.
That's called stacking your deck.
Is that an admission of cheating? ? Who knows? And third, it's to unclump cards, which is again not random. Because randomness may or may not have clumps. That's the point. It's random. It's kind of very bizarre.
Yeah, Spotify.
The way people defend pile counting, as far as like, it's really just something that's kind of like they're superstitious about, really.
Yeah.
Yes.
And instead of like admitting that it is a superstition, they feel the need to kind of become attached to it in other ways. But
That's
I think
what
it is
superstition is, Matt.
I think it is a plague as far as like tournament time goes, and that could a lot of time could be saved if this would be removed, even if it has to have penalties inflicted for it. Yeah, so that's just want to throw that one out there while we're talking about
and the reason I call it pile counting is like that's all you should use it for, is counting how many cards are in your fucking deck.
You should also not do that during the round.
No, you shouldn't.
You could do that between rounds, but you choose not to.
Like you do it between rounds, or like, you know, which also happens between rounds, new sleeves. That's the only time I really do it.
Yeah. Or like
yeah.
I don't know, your opponent goes to like cut your deck and it like falls on the floor.
Yeah, or something like but like, why is it, what the heck?
Yeah,
like you might count. But
if I see somebody do the pile sort, and they go like cut, I will always pick it up and do a couple of the.
Yeah, I shuffle. If they do that, I shuffle their deck. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I think you should always shuffle your opponent's deck instead of cutting, but that's just me.
Sometimes it's just a time thing, like playing against Keter decks where like they're going back in. You know,
no, I don't mean like. Yeah, again, context, right? But like to present, like at the first presentation.
Yeah, sure. That makes sense. Okay, so that was like a really long setup for what actually happened.
What did Bushiroad do?
Alrighty, so let me go share.
So we know what Konami did. What did Bushiroad do?
All right, so we're getting more information about like upcoming BCS events. So the first one is one of the things that's gotten everyone really mad. So, we've already noted previously that the schedule did not include a whole lot of premium events, right? Like only half of them have like premium. And so now they've kind of announced like new events for day 2. I'm trying to find a place without like premium. Hang on.
That makes us look stupid as we keep looking for more.
There we go. So in lieu of premium, many of the places are now getting the like tournament for specifically the buddy fight set.
Incredible.
Okay. And not buddy fight. The buddy fight set in the game of Vanguard.
Yes. Right. Card fight Vanguard, cross buddy fight, special tournament. So this is specifically the buddy fight set in Vanguard is replacing premium. We're not even getting Lyrical Cup. We're doing this.
Like Lyrical Cup was dumb on
what does Pasadena have? What does Pasadena have?
We have we have premium.
Okay.
Thank God. All right. Okay.
Oh, Vancouver doesn't even have it? That's crazy.
Yep.
If they had just done buddy fight, Richard would have been over the moon. I could have heard his cheers of joy.
They haven't
supported
that game in years now.
Of course not.
Like maybe almost 10.
Yep.
I think so. Getting close to it.
Right? Like they're not doing buddy fight.
Yeah. So, that was thing number 1 is like this is happening now over premium. So
surely this is not enough to get everyone riled up like this.
Yeah. So here's the other thing for tournament information, card legality. Only English edition cards may be used.
Okay, that's normal.
All cards can be used after its official release date. We no longer have the 1-week buffer.
I mean, this is how it used to be.
Yeah.
Yes, but nobody likes that.
I remember going to a tournament the day that the extra booster with Dimension Police and Giera came out with like Die Earth and stuff. And having to like scrounge up a bunch of cards.
Yeah.
That was a time.
Yeah. So for the longest time we've had like a set delay between like the release of a set and any like official tournament. But they're just getting rid of that now, in a time where like global trade is just the fucking worst. Like we're still dealing
That's
with a
true.
lot of the after effects of COVID, and the president is doing everything possible to just tank the economy.
Mm-hmm.
So, at a time where it is about as difficult as it could possibly be to get cards, where cards are also really stupidly expensive for no reason, like I'm not sure who this is designed to benefit, other than like the people who have the time and money to go out and find all of the cards like day of release, and or people who are dishonest and get the cards before their official release.
Oh,
This is like weapons grade stupid.
Yep.
Like, bad enough on its own, but also the timing of like maybe they were trying to slip it in with the Konami thing, but you have the inevitable comparisons between the two.
Did they announce this today?
Yes, they announced this today.
Yes.
The old Friday 4 p.m. announcement. I understand.
Originally, we were gonna do something else on the stream today, but fuck it, it's the complaining stream too.
Yeah,
I love the complaining stream. It's my favorite streams.
Devlin, if you're out there, come on back.
But no, yeah, I mean,
just like
Ever since the old producer left, Bushiroad went back to their BS ways.
yeah, it was like pretty fucking immediate too.
Huh.
yeah, well,
like starting around like 6 or so is around the time they started just introducing like a new ride line like every set.
Yeah. And we've complained about that before.
Yeah.
So now what?
now I have a follow-up question to this. Do
Mhm.
any of the events actually land on a set release day?
Yes, actually, I think the one in Texas does.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's happened before. It'll happen again.
The one on Texas lands on which day?
Yeah. Hang on.
What
I'm gonna
set
try and
releases
like
with Texas?
hang on.
I thought he
I'm
was
gonna
like,
try-
what day of the week? Saturday. It's always
No,
Saturday.
that's not what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. You fucking-
I know.
I'm trying. I think that one might be the Buddy Fight set.
Okay,
wait, so
so
it's releases and they have. Oh wait, but is the day after they have the tournament? Interesting.
you have one day to get your shit together.
Yeah.
Well, 2 is Friday, Saturday, or does it release on Saturday?
Okay, true.
It's always the Friday. Because
Simply
like
buy a
for
case.
Pasadena, we're not. Yeah, so for Pasadena, like set 11 comes out on the 19th. I'm trying to go see where the.
I'm trying to figure out how many events this actually affects.
Yeah, like so far, I don't think it affects too many of them, but we also like don't really know when the next stuff coming in like future.
Got it.
So yeah,
I look at 2026. I'm like, that's a fake year.
Yeah, there's the implication that with the buddy fight thing in Texas in particular, that you are pushed towards going to the tournament and buying
the
from
Buddy
the
Fight
vendors.
booster releases on November 21st, and
Okay,
the
never
tournament is the 22nd. So like this is the one where like a new set comes out like the day before the event.
And you gotta get your shit together. So yeah, like you're at the tournament and they're like, "Hey, tomorrow's the buddy fight thing. Look at all these vendors at the tournament. Don't you want to buy from them so you can play tomorrow?" Like, see how insidious that sounds?
Yeah. And also the implication that the only reason like Mexico and Rosemont are getting premium is because the buddy fight set does not exist at this point.
Funny.
Like this is literally the first event where it's legal.
It's either that or go hard on pre-release weekend. I guess so. I have quit bothering with the pre-release stuff. Because like my locals is insistent on doing the draft thing, which Vanguard is not good at as a game. This isn't tournament. Just the way the game is designed does not lend itself well to draft at all. Yeah. And that's fine, but don't try and force it.
Unfortunately, there's very few games where draft is good, and it's the game where it's made with it in mind, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Magic, and that's it, right?
Unfortunate. But yeah, this was just a really like frustrating announcement because it's just like, all right, so like the immediate implications of like getting the buddy fight set right before the first buddy fight event is definitely suspect for sure, but also just in general, like we don't know what the next year is going to look like. We don't know if like more sets are going to coincide with tournaments in a really bad way like this. It feels like the only outcomes of this are going to be negative, right? Like, okay, so like vendors, I guess, can do real good just trying to like sell as much as they can the weekend of, but that also means you're very likely to just get scalped. Like you're just gonna have people charging like whatever they can to like get the cards for the most recent set because you want it or like need it if you intend to top.
Or nobody plays in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you have the awkward scenario of like, all right, and starting our side event, what are all those people doing over there?
Yep.
All right, it's starting our side event. Like everyone's playing the format they want to be playing instead of buddy fight. I wonder if there is enough of a nostalgia push with this sort of thing, because this seems uniquely suited for this situation. For them to be like, okay, we're gonna push you toward the vendors, but this is for a dead game, and there's a big fan base for that dead game, and blah 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 blah.
I don't know. Like, I would hope that we aren't stupid enough to fall for it, but I also know that plenty of people definitely are stupid enough to fall for it.
A lot of us are pretty stupid.
I don't know. I didn't play Buddy Fight.
Yeah,
me neither.
Yeah, but like none of us care particularly much because none of us played Buddy Fight, but like. I think there is an audience for this. It's just
I tried once, but cards are basically unobtainable because people who played it just bought cases and didn't sell anything.
Yeah.
And so there's like no cards anywhere to buy.
That is frustrating.
And I was like, yeah, I'm not dealing with that. And I just didn't care.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah. Like we kind of decided to just drop everything to talk about this particular announcement just because like it is just insanely frustrating.
There's a funny aspect of card games is when like the card game's not popular, but everything's kind of a pain in the ass to get because nobody comes off any of it. And you have card games that are like really popular where people just like open way too much product because it's really popular, and you get shit like Pokemon.
Yep.
Because they're chasing like dumbass shit.
In Pokemon's case, it's also tied to like a very large IP, the largest IP.
Yeah.
So that has like that aspect to it. Where it's sort of too big to fail, I think. I care about Buddy Fight, but the Vanguard collab didn't have any of the worlds I played, so I have no interest in that set.
This fucking Danger World player or something.
Yep. When you're not the equivalent of Royal Paladin, you gotta wait a while.
Well, you can also be OTT.
Yeah.
Hey, OTT made it into the Shadowverse collab.
That's true. That's another weird thing to me. Like I'm seeing Aquaforce and
I think
all
that one
stuff.
at least has the benefit of both being made by Bushiroad and like
Yes.
pushing two games that are alive at people makes sense.
Yeah, but it's still strange to me where I'm like, we're gonna put this into this other.
I mean,
it's like okay, whatever.
In Bushiroad's defense, they do have like this IP that people liked at one point that they could just throw in for free. So I kind of get it.
Yeah. No,
it's kind of neat.
I think it's just because like I've seen so many Bushiroad games come and go. Too, where I'm just like, okay, whatever, fine. You could be making your main. You know what it is? It's the type of feeling I get when I see Waymos driving around in LA, and I'm like, this money could have been spent on like
housing.
Not even housing, like better public transportation.
Yeah, like
but
public transportation.
We got to summon them and set the shit on fire in front of the cops. That was kind of interesting. At least.
We could probably just use that money to pay the drivers a better wage.
Nah.
Or a wage, because it's a robot.
But you know what I'm getting at is like we could pay Uber drivers a living wage.
Yeah. And the response I usually get is like, yeah, but those aren't the same people involved. I'm like, it's still an industry, right? And that's like the next step is to remove humans from the equation. So, get stuffed.
I thought this whole robot thing was supposed to make our lives easier. What's up
So
with
they
that?
say.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was watching
Everything
that show.
seems to be getting harder. I'm just throwing it out there.
That's true. I was watching that show Platonic with Seth Rogen and Rose Byrne.
Mhm.
And there's like a running gag where anytime they see like a bird scooter or one of those little like robot delivery things, they kick it over. It's just like it's not related to the story at all, but like they do it in the first episode, and every time they see one, it's great. Yeah, I played Hero World, and the collab basically only has 4 decks in it, and 2 of them are Dragon World. Yeah, that seems pretty.
Yeah, that sounds about right. It's okay. Buddy Fight also had like like 7 Dragon Worlds also, so it works out.
True. Buddy Fight never reached the same highs as Vanguard, and Vanguard itself is tiny. It's tiny compared to most TCGs.
Yeah, compared to the big ones, it's quite small, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of makes you wonder how we managed to last this long.
Yeah, I also wonder that sometimes.
Especially considering our survival is frequently despite Bushiroad's attempts.
It certainly seems that way.
Haha, you've failed once again to completely destroy your own game because we saved it for you.
Yeah, not everything can be Yu-Gi-Oh! Where Konami can just do whatever, and then everyone's like, well, I guess we'll continue playing.
I wonder if, because recently there's been complaints about Master Duel in that it's kind of killing paper play in Yu-Gi-Oh's community. I wonder if Bushiroad, that's their reason.
I think the reason paper play is suffering is because, I don't know, prices maybe?
Prices. Also, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just a hard game to play in paper. There's so much shit you have to keep track of these days.
Yeah, when you don't have the auto, would you like to activate this card thing?
More importantly,
doing that.
Trying to remember the 15 different once per turns that you activated. Master Duel just doesn't let you do it. Yeah,
this is why I like Edison. Edison's fun. Compared to most things Bushi makes, Vanguard is huge. Yeah, you're not kidding. It is funny though because it was way more competitive than Vanguard. It had a side deck that mattered and was best of 3. What Buddy Fight was?
Mm-hmm.
No shit.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yep, that was a whole thing.
Yeah, I remember Richard telling me that at one point where he's like, it felt more complicated, but I didn't realize it had a side deck and a best of 3.
But I think Vanguard players are too slow to have a best of 3, unfortunately.
Yeah, probably.
You know what's crazy? I played Pokemon during a specific format with Battle Compressor. So if anyone doesn't know, Battle Compressor is an item card in Pokemon that chooses 3 cards from your deck and puts them into your discard pile. This card is incredibly good. It was broken. Basically, everyone played 4 copies because you also had Versus Seeker in the format. So Versus Seeker could just be with Battle Compressor. It could be any supporter in your deck. And you can play supporters on your first turn. So
even from a Yu-Gi-Oh perspective, a triple Foolish Burial sounds good. Even though I don't know,
it's better than Foolish Burial because it doesn't have to send Pokemon.
Oh,
yeah, it can send.
That's crazy.
Anything.
So it's painful choice.
Also,
yeah,
because I don't have to. Because I'll never get one of them. It is a -1, but it's Pokemon, so you draw 8 billion cards in your first turn, so nothing matters. But you had to Pokemon had so many game actions at that point that you had to play quickly. You had to shortcut, and you had to play quickly, because if you didn't, you were never finishing games. Because
how long are rounds usually in Pokemon?
45, 50 minutes. Best of 3.
Minutes? Okay.
Best of 3.
Oh. That's pretty.
So about the same as you
have to play quickly. You have to.
Yes.
But even today, Pokemon players have also gotten much slower. Everyone in every card game is so much slower now than they were.
Okay,
and
I
don't know why.
I have a crackpot conspiracy theory. So there have been yes, but something specific. there has been a decrease, not in reading ability. People can, sound the words out on the page, but reading comprehension in the past like decade or so, and specifically mostly during COVID, where a kid will like read a sentence and I'm like, what does that mean? And they're like, I have no idea. And like trying to break down individual words and stuff. So this is my stupid theory, that because people suck at reading comprehension now, that's why games are taking forever. Because they'll read the effect and they'll be like, I forgot what I just read. I need to go back and do it again.
We're so doomed.
Thoughts?
You're probably not wrong.
I hate it here.
And that's just coming from like my point of view as a teacher, because it's not like they're cooked necessarily. It's just they're worse at it. Like we have to do that. If they were paying attention to like educational stats a century ago during the Spanish flu, I'm sure you would have seen like a downturn then and trying to come back up during the 20s when everyone was on cocaine and drinking illegally. But it still pisses me off that you can still miss your time effects in Yu-Gi-Oh! Just delete the win. I agree with that.
Well,
that drives me nuts.
Print too many cards in modern day that have the
cursed when text.
Yeah, the cursed text. When you
Which
can.
Yeah, the concept of missing the timing in general has always been a dubious one.
Perhaps a virus giving people a long form of ailments has played a part. Yeah, exactly. But also just the you miss out on the educational time. Like I wasn't a teacher during the pandemic, but talking to other teachers who were there, like especially the old heads who have been doing this for like 20 something years, they're like, that first year, there was kind of a like, fuck it, we don't know how any of this works. Nobody's turning anything in, and we have no way of enforcing that. And this is crazy, and let's just keep it moving. And that, I think, was a really bad thing to do. But also, what were you supposed to do?
It was definitely difficult times for sure.
Yeah.
What? How do I say this? Kind of related. There was a Final Fantasy 14 post where they kind of clarified their stance on mods. I guess as far as like modding the game and saying like it can't change like how the game is played and don't tell anyone about it, basically. But the Japanese player base was wondering why the English post was written like it was like very simply and like so that like basically nothing could be misconstrued or anything. Yeah, right. And it was like, why is this written for like a third grader or something? And then they started posting about English literacy rates in the U.S. Oh,
that's pretty funny. That's really funny.
Like, dear Lord, we're cooked.
It's crazy to think about the COVID situation being almost 5 years old. I keep joking that like by 2032 this will be over because everybody who was in the school system when COVID happened will be out of the school system.
It'll be worse and for different reasons.
Yes, because you have the aftershocks of it all, like the trauma and the long COVID and the parents and like who the fuck knows?
And
it's another specific other thing right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that other thing.
Yes. But also the fact that all these people with stunted developments are going to be like in charge of things eventually.
Yeah. Well,
I wonder
something boomers and lead paint.
Those people on Hell who are like, whenever like anything happens, they're like, at Grok, is this true?
Yeah.
I wonder how those people get dressed in the morning.
That's a great question.
Like, I could not fathom living my life that way.
I don't get it either. Those people are one way of looking at it. It's also interesting seeing some people being like, Google sucks so fucking much. I can't get the answer I'm looking for unless All right,
Google is really bad. Google is really bad, to be fair. Yeah. It got so much worse over the years.
Yeah.
True.
And like I keep telling the kids, like, okay, Google and shitification. And they're like, what? I'm like, just Google it. And one of my neighbors was like, "Are you sure you should be using the word enshittification?" I'm like,
It's
"That's
in
the
the
name of the
dictionary.
thing.
It's in the dictionary now. Nothing
It's
they
in
can
the
do about it.
dictionary." Yeah,
It's a real word.
Yep.
I believe the other name for it is platform decay.
But we're calling it enshittification.
It's enshittification.
Yeah, one of these words is way funnier than the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I cannot wait for the eternal millennial Reich. Like, surely we'll have a moment for us to enforce our will on the world before everything goes to shit.
Well, they keep like, okay, time, yes, but also our protest song was just being like, we should just wait this out. We're gonna wait on the world to change. That's the worst protest song I've ever heard of. We're not taking it to the streets. We'll be like, I'm gonna wait for it. Wait for the boomers to die.
Yeah,
so I can
sure would be nice.
and put -AI at the beginning of your search. Yeah, or like, you have an AI blocker or whatever, but because of like, it's not just that, it's like search engine optimization and stuff where every website is doing the same thing so it can be at the top of the page.
Like every website is just kind of slop.
Yeah. It's not just the AI, it's other stuff too. So much woof. Okay.
All right. Well, also.
No,
I got nothing. I was just segueing.
Yeah.
But it seems like you were also segueing, so go ahead.
My segueing was because I had nothing else in me. But if you got something, say something.
Oh, no.
No, I think we're good.
I'm looking longingly at my pillow.
I see. Okay. Well, we're going to end this early, and the reason for that is my current school is playing my old school in football. So I'm going to go watch my two current and former workplace students beat the shit.
He's going to go watch Kit. I did get into the Tokon beta. It starts at midnight, but I will be asleep. I might boot it up tomorrow morning at like 8 a.m. though.
Nice.
So whenever the next but I did get into the Tokon beta.
Yeah.
Follow us at Patreon or at Nexus at Night anywhere. Patreon.com/Nexus at Night if you want to support the show. Follow me at Atlas Novak where all social medias are found, or follow my other show, Generation Dan. We just put out an episode about slang through the ages, and we're looking at like Victorian era slang. It's pretty cool. How about you guys?
You can find me on the websites at Wiggums 2Gs.
You can find me at Plasma Clips and/or Beerus Rudicus. Also, I do just want to say it was very funny that Silk Song like crashed the internet for a couple of hours.
That was funny. And Ed, don't worry, I will play Miss Marvel.
Nice. So thanks everybody for watching, and until next time, I was Atlas.
I'm still Matt.
I'm Root Beer.
And have a good night, everybody.